Welcome to the channel. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm up here in the city, and I thought I'd start out my walk today in front of the old women's prison. Beautiful day. It's about probably about 32 degrees Celsius, and the air is real nice and cool, and it's just a great day to get out and walk. I'm going to show you some places today that you might not see if you come here. If I didn't show them to you, they're kind of tucked away back in the corners, and we're going to walk up around Three Kings Monument and then back around through some temples and just kind of have a little walk. And I've got a story to tell you that's pretty amazing. I want to thank everybody that's come into the channel and subscribed to the channel and left comments. It really helps out a lot. We're coming up to almost 10,000 subscribers, and you know, that's really a big milestone for me. But anyway, I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate all the comments and, you know, all the things you say about the videos. I'm going to turn the camera around now, and I'll show you the entrance right here. You see it without my head in the picture. And over here, right on the corner, is a lady that sells coffee, and she's been here for a long time. She's in one of my other videos. I'm not going to get coffee from her today because I'm already coffeeed out. But if you come down here, stop in and try out her coffee. It's really good. She'll make it as strong as you like. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm gonna put you on YouTube, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Tell everybody to come buy your coffee. I've had your coffee before. It's really strong. It's really good. I'm all caffeined out this morning, but I'll get one on my way out. Thank you. See you later.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Real nice lady. I think I've got my sound issues fixed. The last couple of videos I did, and the problem is I can't tell that there's so much background noise in the video until I get home and start editing it. That's when I find out the noise is there, because my microphone doesn't have a gauge on it. Wow, that's really pretty. That's the first time I've noticed that. And up here on the left is a lady that sells beef noodles. Now, she's not open right now, but the last time I went by, oh, they smell so good. And most of the places, a lot of the places don't sell beef, they sell pork, but she sells, per the sign, she sells beef noodles, which is kind of different. And over to the right here, back when this prison was going and operating, they'd bring the ladies over to this building right here, and they would give massages. Now, they still give massages here from the prison ladies, but they bring the ladies in from the other prison that they built. And they've put a restaurant in here and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty neat. Looks like they're just getting started. But we'll go up here and we'll turn right. Yeah, there's the prices. Foot massage, I don't know if they've changed. Yeah, it looks like a 1 hour massage $250, traditional Thai massage $250, traditional 2 hour massage 500 baht. All right, well, we're gonna start walking. Yeah, there's the noodle lady right there. I think she probably opens up about 10 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock right now. But we'll go up here and walk to the right. Beautiful little garden in here. Anyway, the story I'm going to tell you today, back in 2014, the U.S. Navy was doing maneuvers with the Filipino government, and they had two Navy ships that were docked at Subic Bay Freeport, or yeah, I think it's Freeport, something like that. But they had two Navy ships, and then they had finished the maneuvers, and they had let the sailors out for liberty. And see if I can get on the other side of the street here. Well, as best as I can tell, I'm thinking it was 2 Marines. I know it was one for sure. I don't know if he had a buddy with him or not. But they go to this nightclub not far from the from where the ship was docked, and he meets this girl. Her name's Jennifer, and Jennifer's there with a friend, another female, and he strikes up a conversation with her, and then he agrees to take her to a room. I'm sure, you know, it's kind of a situation where he's taking her out for one reason, and from the article that I read, these girls, they work in pairs, and the other girl went with her, and she had a guy with him, and they went to the hotel, and her friend checked into one room, and the Marine and this girl Jennifer checked into another room. About 30 minutes later, the Marine leaves, and the cleaning lady goes in the room and finds the Jennifer with her head stuck in the toilet, no shirt on, you know, obviously she was dead. So they call the police. The police come down. Some great food in this little area right here, and not a lot of them are open right now, but or there's not a lot of people here. It looks like they're all open, but you get some great food here. But anyway, Filipino police come, and they contact the Navy, and the ships were ready to pull out. They held the ships, the 2 ships that were in port, and they identify the guy, and he's a Marine off the ship. Well, it turns out that the girl that he took to the room was a lady boy, and he didn't know it. And according to him, he found out while she was performing some kind of thing on him. I can assume what it is, but anyway, he was getting a little bit touchy-feely with her and felt something that he wasn't expected to feel. And I've done some research on it. Now, here in Thailand, I've never heard of anybody run into that situation. Usually the lady boys will tell you they're lady boys, but from what I'm reading on the internet in the Philippines, they don't necessarily always do that, and this was the case. Well, this is what he says. He says it freaked him out. He pushed her away from him, pushed him off of him, and she slapped him. And when he did, he put her into a headlock and knocked her unconscious. Well, if you knock somebody unconscious, they're not going to drown in the toilet. And that's basically what had happened. She didn't die from strangulation, she drowned. So what he did was, I'm assuming he pushed her head in the toilet and drowned her. Well, this is when the fiasco starts. Apparently there's some kind of a pact that the U.S. government has with the Filipino government that prohibits the Filipino government from taking custody of the guy. So they're keeping him on the ship, and the Filipino people are going crazy. They want this guy prosecuted. Finally, they start the prosecution on the guy, and they have a trial, and he's originally charged with murder. And apparently in the Philippines they have a murder charge and they have a homicide charge. Now the homicide charge the punishment for homicide is like 6 to 10 years. And the Filipino courts basically decided it was more of a crime of passion than it was a brutal murder. And they convicted him of homicide, and he was sentenced to 6 to 10 years. Now, still at this time, he's being held by the U.S. military. He hasn't been turned over to the Filipino government, and it's kind of unclear exactly what the situation was. Now, some of the things that I'm reading say that he was never put into a Filipino prison. He was held by the U.S. military. Another article I read said that he was put in a different type of detention camp, and he wasn't put in with the prisoners from the, in the normal prison. I have a problem with that, with basically with the whole situation. I mean, he got up on apparently testified that he felt like he had been raped. Come on, my guys, give me a break. You screw up, you make a mistake, and you go on with it. But to kill somebody over something like that is really, we got noise over here, is really kind of bad. I just don't, I'll try to walk out in the center and get away from these guys that are weed eating. And there's Three Kings Monument right there. But it damn near started an international incident. I mean, the people in the Philippines are to this day, they're still upset about it. And looking at some of the articles on the internet, they're still having protests. Now, this guy, they say he was held in a shipping container that they had fixed into some type of a cell for him, and it didn't show any pictures of it or anything like that, but he definitely wasn't being held in a normal Filipino prison, which he should have been. See if I can get across the street here. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, this guy stopped for me. But, taking a human life isn't something that should be taken lightly. And I don't care who they are, what they are. Killing somebody for something like that is it's just ludicrous. It's brutal, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm not going to show the pictures. I saw some of the pictures that were taken inside the room, and it just that's not pushing somebody away and putting them in a headlock. Hello. He's selling ice cream, I think. No, coffee, ice cream? Ice cream, yeah, there you go. But fast forward to 2020. Now, when they found him guilty of homicide, he was also made to pay restitution to the girl's family, and I think it was to the tune of 4.5 million pesos, which figures out to be about $150,000, which I understand before he was released, he paid it to the family. Now, how a kid 19 years old comes up with $150,000, I'm a little curious. Did the U.S. government pay it? I hope not. I know the U.S. government flew him out. It's beyond my belief. But anyway, 2020, he appeals to the Filipino government for an early release based on good behavior. The people said, how can he behave badly? He's not being kept in a prison. He's being kept separate from everybody else. He's not really under Filipino jurisdiction. How can that happen? You know, I mean, how can he claim he's being you know, having good behavior? He's not eating prison food. He's not subject to the same thing. And my feelings are he was probably kept in some place that was more like an apartment than it was anything else. But unbeknownst to everybody, and he didn't apply for it, the president of the Philippines gives him a complete full pardon. I mean, just like it never happened. The people in the Philippines, the gay community just went wild. I mean, and I don't blame them. This guy doesn't, you know, you take somebody's life, you don't, 5 years isn't enough. That's all he spent in prison, was 5 years. But yeah, they released him, pardoned him, put him on a government plane to come back to the United States. Now, I have checked to see if he was court-martialed. I haven't found anything on it. I haven't found whether he was prosecuted by the military. It looks to me like, and thinking how the government would look, how our government is, and how they would perceive things, probably by the fact that the president of the Philippines pardoned him, he's a free man. He's not going to have to pay for anything. He's not going to have to do anything. Now, whether the government paid him while he was in 5 years in custody, I don't know. You know, that may have been where that $150,000 came from. I sure hope not. But you know how things work. We never know what goes on behind the scenes, and the people in the Philippines cannot understand why the president did that. There's some inclinations that there was some kind of a trade made for vaccines, but nobody can seem to, you know, to put a real finger on things. And it's just, there's still protesting. There's a protest set up for next month. Now, this is a really neat place. I'm not going to walk down in here. I'll kind of walk down here a little bit and show you. It's a bunch of houses here. I've walked it before. But you know, I just have a problem with it. And this is a really cool temple too. We'll take a little short walk through here. Oh, this guy's got all kinds of motorcycles in there. Now, Shu Cafe is up here on the left, and we'll walk by it. I want to show it to you. I don't think she's open. She doesn't open until 10 o'clock. But they have great pasta dishes, excellent desserts. And it's a home type setting. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to walk down this alley here. But you know, I have never heard of I mean, I've heard stories of people being fooled by ladyboys, but I've never heard a credible story. I mean, you know, you read about it, but I've never heard somebody say, hey, you know, I took a girl to a room, or, you know, maybe they wouldn't admit it, and she turned out to be a ladyboy. I've never heard that. Here in Thailand, anyway. Yeah, see, there's the menu right there. $10.30 to $1,700. If you come here, like I said, they have great food. They have an excellent double ham and cheese sandwich that she serves. The funny thing is, they don't serve coffee here. For some reason, I don't know. They'll make all kinds of fruit shakes and things like that. But you know, without starting a frenzy of comments, and I hope that there's no negative comments on this video. I mean, I can't support the guy. I mean, you know, it just that's no reason to take someone's life. And he's one fortunate person. I'll tell you what, I think if that happened here in Thailand, I don't think he would have got off this easy. Because he did. And also it turns out that the lady boy had a German boyfriend. And during the trial, there were a lot of protests during the trial, and during the trial he jumped over the fence to try to get at the Marine, and they arrested him. Yeah, we'll walk through here. Oh, little doggy. Hello. Hey, Poochie. You the guard dog today, huh? Cool. Yeah, it's really nice back here. I hope and pray when I get back the sound of this video is good. I fooled with it and fooled with it and fooled with it yesterday, and I think I got it. Because there's nothing more annoying than listening to somebody run their mouth and have a bunch of background noise come in. Anybody in the States, if they've heard about this guy, or I know the New York Times had an article on it, and I think the Washington Post did. If anybody knows what happened to him after he got back stateside, you know, put it in the comments. I'd be real interested. Be interested to know. Because any way you look at it, it's murder. It's you know, I don't care how much of a homophobic you are, or whatever the hell they call them. You know, killing somebody, yeah, it's not right. It's not right. All right, here is on the temple. So if you put that into your phone or whatever, it'll tell you the history of this place. But anyway, we'll walk out and we'll walk to the right here and go down this little alley and see what's here. I mean, you know, to me, it seems like this younger generation now has so little respect for human life. You know, look what just happened here. It's just horrible. And I can't, my mind doesn't go there, so I don't know. You know, I've dealt with a lot of killers in my time, but nothing like that. Now let's see if we can get, yeah, I'm sure I can walk around this truck. I have to get my, I know he's coming this way. He's not going to go forward. He can't. I'll get around him here. Beautiful house. Wow. Kind of interesting. There are little alleys like this all around through the inside of the moat. And a lot of them aren't marked. You just have to kind of walk and find them. So I'm gonna walk up on a big snake. I've got nowhere to run except back or forward. And there are snakes up here inside the city. That's an old place right there. I believe this will take us out just a little bit south of Three Kings along the big road there, whatever it's called. I don't profess to know the names of these roads. If I see them on the map, I might be able to say the word, I might not. And but I generally know where I'm at. There's only a few times I've been lost back in here. I just can't tell you I'm on this road, I'm on that road, or whatever. Hey, buddy. Wow, this is cool. Right up here behind the motorcycle shop. Huh. And here is the information on that. This looks like a old confession booth. I doubt it is though. It looks like an old armoire. Interesting. Amazing the stuff that you see when you're out walking around. Just opening up the store there. Love it. Oh. Well, let's go to the right here. Need to get away from that music if I can. Yeah, see, it's still early and a lot of the places are opened up yet. And over here, I had one subscriber come and stay in this hotel. It was really nice. They took really good care of them. It is called The Experience Hotel and Restaurant. Over here you got a lady selling snacks. This looks like radiator repair shop right on the side of the road. Pretty cool. Now we will walk across the street here and head back to the car. Here you have Lila Thai Massage, ex-inmate employment center. Huh. So after they learn how to do the massages, they must work here. Interesting. See what the prices are. Well, I'm going to make it back to the car and go back to the cool air and enjoy my air conditioning and edit this video, try to get it up tonight for y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping in, and I hope the sound quality was better than the last video. If it's not, I'm not going to put it up. But anyway, y'all have a good day and we'll see you later. Bye bye.